Hello, PWA fans. My name is Aaron Hurt, ready to take you through another big edition of the program. We've got 3 huge matches to bring to you tonight, and all of them have implications on our upcoming event at the Fairfield County Fairgrounds. Hope to see all of you there October the 20th. Make sure that you do not miss that event. But for now, I'm going to send things down to my colleague for this week, the franchise player, Chris Cruitt, filling in for Carrington Carlucci. So take it away, franchise player, with our first match.
All right, continues with a singles match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at a weight of 273 pounds from Apple Valley, Minnesota, accompanied by his partner, Mr. TCB Cody Blaze, please welcome Josh 4x4 Jackson.
Well, greetings and salutations, fans. No, don't worry, it's not Carrington Carlucci this week. It is your new host of PWA Wrestling this week, temporary, the franchise player Chris Cruitt, filling in for Carrington Carlucci. Going to be joined by Aaron Hurt here very soon. I am excited to be back on PWA Wrestling right here on YouTube. And there's a couple of guys that are excited to be here on PWA Wrestling. You've got Josh 4x4 Jackson and his best buddy, his best friend, his compadre, TCB, Cody Blaze. I'm not for sure what TCB stands for. We'll have to chat. But 4x4 Jackson going to be in singles action here. Cody Blaze at ringside with him just to make sure things stay on the up and up. 4x4 Jackson, one of our most popular newcomers here in the PWA. The fans have really taken to him. Go ahead, Aaron. Tell us who his opponent is. You can hear the fans. They love him.
Weighs in at 430 pounds from Scandinavia, Bjorn.
Now here's something that 4x4 Jackson is probably not going to love. The man that's about to make his way down towards the ring, Bjorn, is going to be standing right across from him in that ring, and 4x4 Jackson is going to have his hands full tonight. The ominous music of Bjorn as he is about to make his way into the arena. That is pure, unadulterated, scary dude right there. Hey, Aaron, watch out. You don't want to get run over by Bjorn.
Certainly not. Thank you for joining us this week. Franchise player Chris Cruitt.
Aaron, I'm glad to be back. I got fired after episode 1, and now what are we up to?
This will be episode 27, but yes.
Episode 27. It took 26 episodes to get me back, but I am back.
And you're absolutely right. The look on Bjorn's face kind of stopped me dead in my tracks as I was on my way back here to the commentary position. This is going to be a very interesting battle here. A couple of bona fide heavyweights. You know, Josh 4x4 Jackson's looking to kick up a little dust, if you will, put the pedal to the metal. I have to see if he's got what it takes to handle this guy, Bjorn.
Well, the thing is, when they stand toe-to-toe, Josh 4x4 Jackson, he's 250 plus, but he looks like a small child next to Bjorn.
Yeah, he's outweighed by over 100 pounds by this man, Bjorn. Clubs away with the forearm right between the shoulder blades.
And you see 4x4 went after him, and Bjorn just allowed him to try to grab something. I mean, what can he do?
Yeah, I think that might be the thing that decides this match, the fact that Bjorn is just so aggressive and so dominant. No matter who his opponent is, I don't know. Josh is quite a tough kid, but I don't know if he can summon the kind of barbaric behavior that Bjorn usually resorts to.
Well, the crowd's getting behind 4x4 chance of 4x4. The PWA Arena is on fire as always. Fans, if you have not had an opportunity to come see PWA Wrestling live at the PWA Arena, what are you waiting for? It's the first Saturday of every month, and then you can go on to youtube.com/PWA Ohio, sign up and subscribe, and you can get all the latest updates of the videos.
Big near fall there.
Oh,
Bjorn with the peels, all pulling on the hair. Now, what are your thoughts as a fellow competitor when you see somebody like Bjorn? I mean, what does it make you think about the potential of facing him in the future? Are you strategizing for how to counter these rule-breaking?
Well, I'll tell you, Aaron, it wasn't that long ago I did face Bjorn, and we were one-on-one. And it was, I've been in this business for going on 20 years, and it was quite a few days before oh man, right on the arm. It was a few days before things started getting back to normal. He beat me. He beat me. He doesn't know wrestling as a science or a knowledge. He knows it as just pure brutality.
Josh 4x4 Jackson trying to counter force with force, but
didn't even feel it.
No, wasn't even phased. Those short knees to the midsection will take the wind out of anybody. Whips him across, big shoulder block, just floors Josh Jackson.
Now you got to think, he's coming off the ropes. He's got the momentum, and Bjorn is so big, so tough. Put him right down.
Stood stock still and withstood the impact and the force.
Stood stock still. I like that.
Well, I tell you what, Cody Blaze on the outside probably doesn't like the looks of things so far for his partner. It is great to see the bond that has developed between these two young men, and they are going to need to have somebody watching out for him.
I think it's the kidney. Is that the kidney?
Yes, right to the kidneys.
Oh, he's out of the way.
Great awareness.
And you know what? God bless 4x4. He is unfazed by the size and the strength and the scariness of this man. As soon as he had the opportunity, he was right in on it.
Yeah, a couple of big splashes, comes in with a Polish hammer. Yeah, nothing very technical about the offense from either man in this match, but it certainly seems to be effective. Bjorn finally staggered and brought down to a knee. Jackson, perhaps with trying to formulate a game plan from this point, just clamps on the side headlock. This is honestly one of the more brutal matches that we've seen in recent episodes here on PWA, and we're barely 5 minutes in.
Well, and that would just show the lack of experience here on 4x4 Jackson. When you've got a guy like Bjorn, when you've got him off kilter, so to speak, and you're attacking him, you have to keep attacking him with those high impact blows. You can't settle down into a headlock.
Yeah, side headlock is not going to keep Bjorn at bay for very long, if at all. Again, another huge charge, all 430 pounds.
I'm glad I'm back here with you.
Well,
sort of.
I would say the same.
Oh, no, I'm glad. Aaron, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah, I think the evening for 4x4 Jackson is going to come to a swift end here. Looks like he's setting up for a bonsai drop.
Oh, that's a lot of girth. Oh, it's going to come. Oh, right down on his chest.
Doesn't even bother to pull him out of the corner.
That's it. Good God.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Bjorn.
What a display of dominance to start things off this week. Bjorn seemingly on a collision course with PWA champion Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly.
And I wonder what's in Bjorn's head. He's massive. He's dominating, and he just he seems like he has to fight with the crowd. He has to beat people beyond the bell, and it just doesn't make sense to me. He's got a tremendous win-loss record. He's on a path with Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about. There's no need for that sneak attack. If Cody Blaze was there to step in to try to prevent Bjorn from doing any further harm, and he takes Blaze out.
Where'd the referee go? You gotta
break
this up.
Probably ran for his own safety as well. Oh my God! Both of them.
That'll crack some ribs right there. That'll crack ribs. That'll put somebody out.
Yeah, one or both of these men might be on the shelf for a long period of time after this. Hopefully, Randy is ready for what Bjorn brings to the table. Hello, everyone. Aaron Hurt here with the Southern Knight, Bryan Blade. I can tell that you're still clearly frustrated at what happened between you and your partner, Lafferty, the things that he had to say, basically claiming it's time for you to be put out to pasture. Now, you held your tongue in front of the fans, but I can tell that it's still on your mind. Why don't you air your thoughts with all of the PWA viewers out there?
Aaron Hurt, I tried to take the high road, but the more I think about this, the more furious I get over it. No one has disrespected me more than Lafferty. I've never been disrespected in my entire career like I was tonight, and that's not going to happen again.
Well, we appear to have a gentleman here who might be able to settle this situation. Nick Stevens, did you overhear any of this conversation?
Bryan, it seems you have quite the grievance.
Yeah, I want a match. I want a match with Lafferty.
You know what? You've got that match. Good luck.
When is this match going to take place, Nick Stevens?
October 20th, Aaron. And Bryan, nobody likes to watch a loser, and that is exactly what you are. I cannot remember the last time you won a match. If you do not win this match, you're done. You're out of here. So again, good luck.
Well, that's certainly a very interesting stipulation on this. Are you prepared to put your career on the line for an opportunity to face Lafferty?
I'm not worried about my career. I can beat Lafferty. He's going down. October 20th, you're done, Lafferty.
Looks like we've got a verbal contract. We've got another huge match set for October the 20th, the Fairfield County Fairgrounds. Bryan Blade willing to put his career on the line to get an opportunity to face Lafferty in the ring. Hello, PWA fans. My name is Aaron Hurt, here to tell you all about how you can keep up with PWA online. Just search PWA Ohio on Facebook or on YouTube, or you check out PWAOhio.com for all of the latest information about upcoming events, the latest videos and highlights of past events, and interviews with your favorite PWA wrestlers. So make sure that you like and follow all of those pages. That's PWAOhio.com, PWA Ohio on Facebook, and PWA Ohio on YouTube. And follow along with all of us here from Premier Wrestling Alliance, and we hope to see you at the PWA Arena very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, not only am I excited to be back here on PWA Wrestling, but I am excited for this matchup. We've got one of the up-and-coming newcomers here in the Premier Wrestling Alliance. You've got Wild Irish Riley Rose. Now, I know a little bit about Riley Rose. There you see he comes out. This man is put together. Those muscles are for go. They're not just for show. The ladies love him. The guys love him. The kids love him. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with here in the PWA. He took on my tag team partner just a few short weeks ago in Zanesville, Ohio, and I got the rundown on him from the Outlaw Tony James, and he says that he's the real deal.
His opponent weighs in at 255 pounds from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Your reigning and defending PWA United States Champion, Tommy Forte.
Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is
Tommy Forte.
Speaking of the real deal, we've got Tommy Forte, your brand new PWA United States Champion. Just recently won the title in Zanesville, Ohio. Aaron Hurt, welcome back. We have got one heck of a U.S. title match coming up here on PWA Wrestling.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Mr. Pruitt. This is going to be...
It's free right here on the internet. PWA Wrestling U.S. title match. Where else are you going to get this kind of action?
Nowhere else. That's why PWA is the hottest game in town. And you couldn't have said it any better, as I was alluded to, that the matchup that we have here is very compelling. We're going to see how this young man, Riley Rose, fares against a man who's definitely on a roll, Tommy Forte. This match was offered to both men as a non-title affair by General Manager Nick Stevens, but Tommy Forte insisted that he wanted to make his first defense at this event. You see a show of respect, a handshake there to start things off, but Tommy Forte said, why not put the title on the line if let's see what this young kid has got to offer.
You know, the rumor going around the locker room is that Tommy Forte is on a mission. At first, he was on a mission to become U.S. champion, and he got it. And now he is on a mission to prove to the naysayers and to the doubters that he belongs here and he deserves to be the PWA United States champion.
Yeah, it is a huge point of pride for him to have captured that title. You can see him in control from the get-go.
Look at the previous U.S. champions. You got the Razorback JT Hall, Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly, Outlaw Tony James. You have the who's who of PWA Wrestling, and now Tommy Forte.
No, that lineage is unparalleled, and yes, to add a name like Tommy Forte to the list not only ups the prestige of the title, but adds a few accolades to his resume as well. But he's looking to...
too fast for him.
Yeah, one step ahead of the newcomer.
Oh, is this his fit? Oh, I thought he was going...
Oh, rolls through into a small package. Unique offensive maneuver, not the sort of thing we see from Tommy Forte. Oh, got caught, hooked in the backslide. Could have been over just that quickly. Sweeps the leg. The conditioning of Riley Rose is remarkable.
Oh, he's back down. Well, this Riley Rose is a military man, so he has been through some of the best training that there is to be offered.
Absolutely, still active in National Guard, to my understanding, and comes up with a full arm drag and twist. Again, wrenches away.
And he's not the biggest man, but as they've said before, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And from the looks of things and from what I've heard, Riley Rose is the dog who's got all the fight.
Well, he certainly held his own in his only other singles match here on the program to date, his debut, in fact, against your partner, Outlaw Tony James, and to have survived that and come back for more shows the heart and the competitive spirit in the young man. But he's going to meet his match in every regard against Tommy Forte here.
Well, and let me tell you something. Going up against Outlaw Tony James in your debut match, that is not a fun time. And you know, Tony's been a little angry as of late. And he really didn't hold anything back there.
No, but compliments to Rose for holding on to the side headlock, getting a pinning combination, but Forte able to roll the shoulders down. Now back to where we started here. Forte doing everything he can to keep that shoulder off the mat. What's the best way to try to break out of this position, champ, from a wrestler's perspective?
You know, you got to get your knees underneath of you. You've got to be able to try to work up to that solid base. You got to get off your back and see, there you go. He starts to turn, he gets up to the knees, and now he's got a much better shot to get out of it.
This is where a smaller man can equalize the playing field in significant ways.
Well, let me tell you something. A headlock, a basic headlock, a lot of people, they look at that and they think, oh, that's nothing, because it's been around for 100 years. When you are in a headlock, a properly placed headlock, it messes with your equilibrium, it messes with your balance, and it can really mess you up. So the headlock is something to be, taken seriously.
Well, absolutely. Talking about equilibrium and balance, this huge flurry here from both men. Reversals, whips back and forth in the corner, ends up with a big backdrop.
And a back body drop will throw off your balance, too.
And yes, that is a very astute point that what seemingly are basic maneuvers to the uneducated fan are quite devastating. Yeah, and
Well, the good news is, Aaron, we've got nothing but educated fans, and that's why they all went to youtube.com/PWA Ohio. They click subscribe because it's free, and they got all the videos.
Well, that's why they're ahead of the curve. They're here at the PWA Arena to check this action out. We know that we're going to see a lot of these same faces at the Fairfield County Fairgrounds on October the 20th, but Tommy Forte needs to put Riley Rose away before he gets upset here, I'm thinking.
Oh, is he going for? I think what does he call that thing?
I haven't heard of
the Tommy Knocker? I think I heard your buddy Carrington say, oh, that's it. 1, 2, 3, he's got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still the PWA United States Champion, Tommy Forte.
I wouldn't make a remark about a rose by any other name, but yes, that maneuver that into the stunner.
Well, and it happened just that quick. Riley Rose's U.S. title championship opportunity has been thwarted, and Tommy Forte is still the United States champion. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be back, and we're going to go with Aaron Hurt.
Hello, everyone. Aaron Hurt here with the PWA Tag Team Champions, L.A. Cordova, gorgeous Morgan Taylor. Now, gentlemen, have an update for you on what seems to be your plans for October the 20th at the Fairfield County Fairgrounds due to the loss that you suffered to one crazy hillbilly in that captain's match challenge. The team of Juan and John D have been granted a rematch for those tag team championships. Now, I will hesitate from commenting on the dubious tactics you guys displayed during the match.
Dubious tactics? What do you mean by dubious tactics? Here's the only thing that I see. We've beat the Hillbillies. We won the titles from them. As far as I'm concerned, this title match shouldn't even been going down. But fine, if that's what the PWA wants to do, then October 20th at the Fairfield County Fairgrounds, Vicious and Delicious is going to bring everything we got, and we're going to show the world once again that not only are we the rightful PWA Tag Team Champions, that we went straight to the top.
L.A., I'll ask you, since you came up short in one-on-one action with Juan, how are you guys going to strategize for this championship match at the fairgrounds?
First of all, I don't like that you use the phrase came up short. I had everything right in that match to win that match, and one crazy hillbilly cheated, and he got a quick one on me, and he rolled me up. But that is besides the fact. When me and Morgan Taylor, Vicious and Delicious, step back in the ring with those filthy, disgusting hillbillies, there will be no tactics. There will be just winning and continued rise of straight to the top.
Straight to the top!
Well, that's all set to go down at the Fairfield County Fairgrounds on October the 20th. See if these gentlemen can defend the tag team titles against the challenge of the Crazy Hillbillies. PWA fans, Aaron Hurt here with you. If you like what you are seeing on YouTube, then don't miss the opportunity to see the action live and in person. The first Saturday of every month at the PWA Arena, 737 Slocum Avenue in Lancaster. Premier Wrestling Alliance is in action, plus select dates in towns near you. Check out PWAOhio.com for tickets for not just the arena events, but all events. Arena events start at $5. And that's PWAOhio.com for all of your ticket information. Fans, the match you're about to see is going to be quite unique for this program. I'm going to see Jimmy Fahrenheit take on apparently the masked man that cost him the opportunity to become U.S. champion all the way back in Zanesville. And he has been adamant that he wants to settle this situation in the ring. Nick Stevens has authorized a match, but he also said that it will have title ramifications, that the winner will be the next challenger for Tommy Forte in that U.S. championship you just saw him defend successfully earlier on. So let's take things down to my colleague, franchise player, for this unique matchup.
The following contest is our main event, scheduled for one fall.
Main event time here, PWA Wrestling.
And it will determine the number one contender for the United States Championship. Introducing first, at a weight of 199 pounds, he is a former PWA heavyweight champion, Mr. Center of the Earth, Jimmy Fahrenheit.
That's right, fans. You have come to that point of the show where it is main event time, and we have got a fantastic main event coming up here. And wait for it. There it is. Mr. Center of the Earth himself, the former PWA heavyweight champion, former PWA tag team champion, an all-around nice guy, Jimmy Fahrenheit. He is making his way to the ring. He is hoping with a victory here tonight that he will become the new #1 contender to the PWA United States Championship, held by Tommy Forte, who we just saw in the last match. And not only is he hoping to get a shot at the U.S. title, but he's hoping to fix an old rivalry with an unknown man. Just go ahead and take a look. And that's all that we know. Parts unknown, weight unknown, Mr. X, and this is some creepy music. And that's a creepy dude. That man stands in between the opportunity that Tommy Forte has to becoming the new #1 contender for the PWA United States Championship. Aaron, who is this guy? What is this guy?
I haven't the slightest clue. I have my suspicions, but I don't have any evidence to back them up. I've racked my brain trying to think of who holds a grudge against Jimmy Fahrenheit, who would want to, who would be cowardly enough to come out here in a mask and
They're starting fast.
Yeah, well, this is, you've got to remember that this is the man that cost Jimmy Fahrenheit quite likely the chance to become U.S. champion in that landmark three-way match we had a few episodes back. But it's been great having you here, champ, for the whole show. Got to say that Carrington Carlucci, maybe him and his agent are trying to negotiate a better rate from Nick
Wait a
Stevens.
second, there it is. Skin the cat, Aaron.
Oh, big clothesline. Deep arm drag. Another one back the other way.
I prefer the shallow arm drags. Go ahead, I apologize.
Well, regardless, this mysterious masked man, I wish we had some kind of way to identify him beyond, simply Mr. X, but that's the situation we have here.
I assume that you got Mr. X from his driver's license. Oh, he just kicked him right in the face.
Yeah, walked right into that big boot. Not going well for this masked man so far. The element of surprise.
Mask off. Just show everybody who it is right now.
Yeah, I would think that
he's a big guy.
He has a height advantage for sure, but
just stomping right on him, Aaron. No mercy.
No subtlety about the offense here. This does not appear to be a wrestling match in a traditional sense. This is
and let's catch the fans up. It was just a few short weeks ago in Zanesville, Ohio, when Jimmy Fahrenheit had a shot in a three-way dance against Jeffrey John and the current U.S. champion, Tommy Forte, and it looked like he might be coming out on top, and then this masked man came out of nowhere.
We don't have any idea if this is the same man. I mean, this very well could be an entirely different person. Whoever's behind this scheme, whoever has it out for Jimmy Fahrenheit is going to great lengths to accomplish their goal, but we'll have to see.
Aaron Hurt, you just blew my mind. I never thought for a second this might even be a different guy. You think that this could be just a complete conspiracy where one guy is just playing with the strings, and he could have multiple people. Oh, Aaron, I thought we were going to get a conclusion.
Well, maybe we'll at least know who this person is, whether or not it was the person who originated all of this conflict and this confusion. Fahrenheit's got to worry about this man in the ring here in all black. Looks like it came from breaking into somebody's garage, but nonetheless,
the nose.
Yeah, forearms just pounding away. Camera gets you right up close to the violence of that impact.
Out of the way, Jimmy.
Trademark monkey flip sends his opponent from one side of the ring to the other. Camera trying to come around and catch up with the action here. It's so fast. Oh, swinging neck breaker. We've seen him put so many people away with that move.
Oh, wow.
That smart move here, rolling to the outside.
I thought that was a three right there.
Very well could have been.
See, Mr. X, he's on the outside. For a guy that came in, he was fast. It looked like he was trying to get the jump on Jimmy, and now Jimmy has just completely turned things around. Masked man on the he's taken off.
He's definitely been on his bicycle. But comes up, oh my! Oh, belly to back suplex and dropped him right on the ring apron.
That's the hardest part of the ring.
I mean,
absolutely no give.
Yeah, that may be a cliche at this point, but it's a truism, and it's a cliche for a reason because there's literally nothing there but a big steel bar. And that might be what they put up the back of Jimmy Fahrenheit to replace his spine if he takes another impact like that. Going for the chicken wing here. Turns it over into a version of what other wrestlers have called cattle mutilation. Taking something out of the playbook, man known as the American Dragon.
Well, he's got it hooked deep Referee's in there, though. He's checking with Jimmy, and he's getting no indication that Jimmy's ready to give up.
Well, I think Nick Stevens knows more than he's letting on about this situation. Fahrenheit able to get the foot on the ropes to force the break.
Nick Stevens, in good conscience, couldn't put somebody in there that he's not for sure who it is.
Certainly, I would think that, that he'd have to answer to an athletic commission just like every other promoter in the state does. Oh, big drop kick. Desperation, I believe, from Jimmy Fahrenheit at this point, just trying to survive.
But you would have to, let's go back to you were talking about this could be multiple people. This could be one guy just sending out multiple people just to screw around with Jimmy. But Nick Stevens said that the winner of this match becomes the new #1 contender for the U.S. title. So it would have to be this guy, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, it couldn't go to somebody else.
Right, he was half a count away. I would assume that, several promotions used to have rules. In fact, several states and athletic commissions used to have rules that masked men were not allowed to hold titles, for ages and ages. Madison Square Garden wouldn't.
Hang on, he's taking off the top turnbuckle pad, Aaron.
I'll finish my history lesson with you couldn't wrestle with a mask in Madison Square Garden for years, but we're beyond the pale here with him removing that turnbuckle.
Oh, wait a minute. The referee's going to get the turnbuckle pad. He's got a bag of powder.
Yeah, distraction there. Subterfuge. Layers upon layers of it here. Smacks the powder right into the face.
Powder in the eyes of the masked man, up on the shoulder. Big power slam, and he's down.
Yeah, cloud of powder goes flying. Referee finally recognizes what's going on here. Stops his count. Clearly aware that something is amiss here. What's the decision?
What's he doing?
Well, we can't have this match end this way. There needs to be a conclusion if we're going to declare contender.
Oh, wait a minute. The masked man pulled out first he takes out the turnbuckle pad, then he pulls out the powder.
Well, you see how they were fighting tooth and nail. Jimmy Fahrenheit's nose bloodied.
Aaron, you got to go get to the bottom of this. Aaron Hurt going down to ringside, find out what the official decision is. Jimmy is furious, is beside himself. It seems as if he's been disqualified.
Fans, our referee has issued an official decision. The winner of this contest and new #1 contender for the PWA United States Championship, Mr. X. What?
Oh, that is the biggest load of horse crap I've ever heard in my life. No offense to my partner, Aaron Hurt. Mr. X is your new #1 contender to the United States Championship. Jimmy's been shafted again. Jimmy's been shafted again.
Fans, that will do it for this edition, but we are all set for the Fairfield County Fairgrounds, October the 20th, just a short while from now, if you are seeing this as we uploaded it. And on that note, fans, for those of you who are watching this program but haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click that icon, and you'll get alerted as soon as a new episode is available. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, PWA Ohio on Facebook, to get the up-to-the-minute announcements about upcoming matches, ticket sale announcements, and all the late breaking news about PWA. So in addition to PWA on YouTube and on Facebook, there's PWAOhio.com. Great way to get your tickets in advance. We hope to see all of you great fans at the Fairfield County Fairgrounds October the 20th, and we hope that you come back for more PWA on YouTube.